Okay, welcome everyone. We are back with another For the Love of Star Wars, where each episode we bring on a guest to talk about their favourite Star Wars things. And we've brought back another of our guests from the first series of this. It is none other than our good mate, Keith Guppy, aka Mando number 5. Hello, Keith.
Hey, Keith.
Hey guys, all right?
Yeah, good. Thanks, mate.
You?
Thanks for having me back. I really appreciate it.
Well, we got you back, Keith, because last time you were on, we spoke about the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars micro series. I think it was chapters 16 to 20. And then when we finished at the end of it, we just carried on the conversation offline, didn't we? So this is a bit of a sequel, isn't it? What are we talking about, Keith?
Oh my God, so much to talk about. We're talking about the Battle of Coruscant. We're talking about bloody Outer Rim sieges. We're talking about so much stuff. We're talking about General Grievous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. We're talking
amazing.
chapters 21 to 25, which is the climactic arc of the series. And yeah, it's General Grievous. It's Anakin's knighthood. There's so many things that lead directly into Revenge of the Sith. So obviously directed and written by Genndy Tartakovsky and the animation team at Cartoon Network. The series received 100% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes. IMDb was around about 8.6 for this arc on average. I think they call it Part 3, Series 3. I think they call it Season 3. But we'll call it Chapters 21 to 25. So Keith, let's talk why you love these chapters of the Genndy Clone Wars.
Just as a quick overview, you start by seeing the shark gunship with the ARC troopers coming in, not kicking General Grievous's ass, but having a really good go at it, which is brilliant. And then you move along to, you see things like Qui-Gon Jinn and Anakin's little bit of training going on. You see Dooku's training with Grievous. Then you move on to the Battle of Coruscant, and it leads on right on to the next film, and it's just absolutely amazing. Probably the best space battles you'll see in Star Wars ever. Use your imagination, it's cartoons, but in terms of the amount of ships, and when you zoom into that Coruscant battle and you see the dots and you zoom into it, it's incredible. It's incredible.
It's layered, isn't it? It's like ship upon ship upon ship. There's so many. It's chaotic, really, is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But beautiful chaos, I think. Martin, what do you think?
Go on, Martin. Go on.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just be very brief. When we do these episodes, I obviously write notes, and I've written more notes for this than I've done any other episode in the series, and even see it in the first series as well. I absolutely love this arc. It's incredible. It's pure, unadulterated Star Wars. It's action packed. It's lore heavy. It's got some of the great characters from the prequels that you don't really get to see all that much in the movies, and they get some starring roles in this arc. You get some backstory as to how Anakin became a Jedi Knight from a Padawan learner. You see more in the relationship of Obi-Wan and Anakin and Padme. It's just an incredible arc, and I'll leave it there for now and come back to me later for other questions. But I absolutely adore these episodes.
Yeah. So much going on. Where do we start, Keith?
Well, we started with Grievous kicking some Jedi asses. That's what we started to, and we start with the shark gunship with the ARC troopers coming in and gunning it and saving the day. And it was amazing. It was just that first scene. But you've got the troopers, we've got the heavy gunners, like, doing all that, and and chasing Grievous around the cave. It's absolutely amazing. And I watched again today because you guys are having me on. Thank you. And I just thought, this is so good. It's like, just do something like this again. It was brilliant. And, it's got some great comedy moments. And I don't know whether you're going to do a little comedy section in a minute, Adam, but the comedy moments on there's some really, really strong, funny, laugh out moments that I saw today when I watched it again.
Yeah, enlighten us. What were your favorite comedy
Wow, I
parts?
got some right comedy moments. I've got a
Go on.
section on comedy moments. Um,
Yeah.
I can't. I think the best bit was when the guy in the I don't know, he's the Outer Rim Siege, the separatist guy goes, so how many Jedi are they bringing? And he goes, they must be bringing 1,000.
They'll need at least that many. No, maybe 100 Jedi. They'll never take this base with less. They'll need an army of Jedi.
I have a visual.
Jedi?
I think so.
How many? 1,000?
No.
80?
No, sir.
What? 50?
Less.
40? Come on, how many?
2.
What? Give me those!
And
He's going,
that's classic Cartoon Network styling as well. You can see his eye
it was.
twitching, and you
It was
can
a
hear
bit
that.
scratchy and sniffing. What was it? What was the scratching? Was it Oh, was it not scratchy and sniffy? What was the cartoon? It was a little
Ren
bit
and
of that,
Stimpy.
wasn't it? You know what I
Itchy
mean?
and scratchy.
Yeah, that's it.
Ren and Stimpy, wasn't it?
Oh, Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah,
It was like his eye was going. His eye was like, how many bring in 1,000? You know, and that was brilliant.
Yeah.
And the other bit I loved was they were sat in the trenches in the Outer Rim scene, and Obi-Wan Kenobi's like just absolutely drenched, just sat there like that. And then
Miserable.
Commander Cody jet, yeah. Commander Cody jets in like pristine, and that's a good point because that's the only time we see Commander Cody in the whole series. And he jets in, and Obi-Wan goes, "How long left?" And Commander Cody goes, 3 months. And he goes, 3 months. He goes, "We're on schedule, don't worry." And he just jets off again. And then
Yeah.
and then Anakin comes in with his bag of like insects and just horrible stuff, and sits down and he goes, "Right," and starts eating these insects and says,
Where did you get that stuff anyway?
From the enemy camp.
What? You were there? What were you doing?
Reconnaissance.
How did you penetrate the shield?
I found this ancient sewer that goes right under the old city.
So I assume the plan is to crawl through the sewer, work our way to the shield generator, fight our way through the defenses, blow up the generator, knocking out the shield, and all our troops swarm in and overwhelm the enemy.
Yep. Let's go.
that was funny as well. That was funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. And then when they go in, they actually get into separatist tunnels. Obi-Wan goes, "Oh, what a lovely smell you've discovered," and just things like that. It was really, really funny. But I'll let you get to it. But later on, there's some pretty destructive scenes that you see, and you think, wow, if that had been in what do you call it, real life,
Live action,
yeah, it would have been absolutely like probably a 15 rated bloody film. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was absolutely amazing.
So, like, you talk about it being quite destructive. I think the biggest part of that, it all comes down to General Grievous. It was his screen debut, wasn't it, when they did this? And how do you think he compared to in this to his character in Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah, I think he was a bit of a Revenge of the Sith, to be honest. In this, he's absolutely awesome. I tell you what. And the scene where he drops down in Coruscant, and you've got the Chancellor there, and and he drops down, and he kicks the ass. You've got an Emperor's Guard, but the blue version, and you've got about 30 or 20 clone troopers there.
Clone troopers.
And the way he kicks her ass, the way they're slicing them, smashing their heads in, helmets exploding, and I was watching going, "God, this is a 15. This is a 15 rated. This is awesome." But it was absolutely brilliant, and the way he goes after the Jedi, and he's always one step ahead. Wherever they go, he's one step ahead, and they do all they can. They go into the vaults and stuff. I just wish General Grievous like that in the real life films.
Yeah,
it would have been amazing. But even right at the start, I go back to the Shark gunship and the ARC troopers and stuff. Even then, he was dodging all those guns and everything. And I know they wanted to go after him, but they had too many dead Jedi, and they had Air Sakura and what was the other one? The other Jedi, yeah, Shakti was, on the about to die, but I just General Grievous in that series was amazing, and I love the way that they tied that up to the film afterwards, and we'll probably come to that later on. But that for me was always brilliant. The way they tied it up to the other film.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because this isn't canon, is it? Like it should have been, or it
No.
was. Is that right?
No, it was going to be canon,
Right.
and then George Lucas decided to make the Clone Wars himself, and then it became Legends because obviously it doesn't now tie in with what you see in the Clone Wars. So, but initially it was meant to be a lead-in to Revenge of the Sith when it was first made. Absolutely, but unfortunately, no, it's not canon anymore. But you can, I think, for argument's sake, you could pretend it was still canon and it would still fit fine.
Yeah,
and I think you can take bits of it, can't you? Because we see Anakin with his scar for the first time. And
we got loads of Anakin stuff. Yeah, we got Anakin in the ceremonies become a Jedi Master, and they cut his braid off. And he goes for the tattoo torture with those people on
leech things on
Minban, I think Minban. And so many little things behind the scenes. Like I said, you had Qui-Gon Jinn's and Anakin's training, and I've got a couple little. I picked out a couple little bloody statements, and I thought one is, and I didn't notice before. So C-3PO comes out, and he's got his new gold plating on.
That was it. Yeah.
And Anakin goes, impressive, most impressive. And that's from the Empire Strikes Back when they're having as you know, then battle. And I thought, oh my god, look at that! You know what I mean? Jedi Sty Fighters in the Jedi sort of hangar, they're all yellow. This is really interesting little action figure point. So there's a few things that I Magna Guards we saw for the first time. Brilliant. Really good. And I love Dooku's training with Grievous as well. And about the stance, and saying, and he was all about you've got to scare them and basically scare the shit out of them before you attack them. So when you had Obi-Wan in the film against Grievous, he didn't really do that, did he? So, and he always said run away. So that's what he obviously did in that film. So that was a prelude to that as well. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, Grievous was great in this. It was a great introduction to the character. I do agree with Keith. He was a lot more hardcore in this. I don't mind him so much in Revenge of the Sith and the Clone Wars. But yeah, he was pretty brutal in this. I mean, that scene Keith was talking about where he's taking out all the clone troopers in the Chancellor's office, and he's slicing them to bits. And then that leads to that amazing scene in the corridor where the Jedi are waiting for the lift.
Stay behind me.
Yes.
And it literally takes the Ithorian in the end to actually, use his
powerful throat.
Powerful throat to push him back. And I don't know if we all want to talk about, because for me, all of this episode is great, but for me, the attack on Coruscant is the absolute mint of this episode. It's just every aspect of it: the ground battle, the space battle, the air battle, the Jedi's being pursued by Grievous. I mean, it's just non-stop. And if this was filmed in live action, I would watch this movie. I'd go to cinema 20 times to watch it, because just the Battle of Coruscant alone would be a good hour and a half, 2 hour movie, and it would be awesome. Just a chase movie. It would be brilliant.
I think if they were to do this live action, it would be too action heavy. Almost, it would just be mind blowing. I don't know how they would be able to make it live action, because it's
you can't have too action heavy. You can't have too action heavy, mate.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying I wouldn't know how they would do it more than anything, because it's just crazy. Everything. That's
you've got Yoda on his Kubrick jumping around. You've got Mace Windu. At this one point, Yoda and Mace Windu force push about 1,000 droids out the screen, and it's like, oh my god, imagine that. You know what I mean? So
there's that amazing scene where Captain Fordo, he's like holding the line, and he's just like grabbing guns, like.
4 needs reinforcements. We are being overrun. Repeat, we are. Fall back.
Yeah, it's just absolutely incredible. And yeah, the thing I forget when I'm watching this is it's 2D animation, because the action's so good in it, you just forget, don't you? You think it's like live action or 3D animated Clone Wars. It's that good. And I mean, this was the show. These were the episodes where Shaq T became a firm favorite character for me, because it was the first time we really got to see her, and she's so good in these episodes trying to protect the Chancellor, and she's so powerful as a Jedi in these episodes. You know, she's racing against time the whole time, but she's holding her own against all the troops that are sent against her and Grievous, and she outsmarts Grievous on more than one occasion. And then there's that amazing lightsaber battle between her and all of his guards in that dark tunnel with shades of Aliens music. I mean, it's literally lifted from Aliens, the music they're playing while she's fighting him. And you know, she loses her lightsaber at one point, and she's still taken them all on. And when she finally gets her lightsaber back, the moves that she's laying on them is just incredible. I love this scene so much. It's just so good.
Yeah. Well, you got ahead of yourself though. I was just going to say about the Mace Windu scene earlier on, where he gets shot down and then jumps out and pummels into one of the ship that he jumps onto, the droid. Is it a vulture droid? Or is it droid Star? And then he just takes control of it there. Yeah. Oh, it's just insane, basically. It's just madness what's going on, the whole... But it's just so full on.
One of my other favourite scenes is it CC-10, and his ships gets destroyed. He goes, we're going to need another ship. And he's like, come on, and we'll just crack on out.
And he just flies out there with his jet troopers or whatever they are.
He's hard.
Yeah, time to get a new one.
And seeing these characters that you don't get to see, all these Jedi like Shaq T, like you said, and Roron Korob is absolutely up there as one of my favourites after watching this. I absolutely loved his character. And Fal Mudama, is it?
Yep, Fal Mudama, yeah.
They're just all really cool. Every character is so well portrayed in this.
There's also I mean, again, I jumped the gun earlier, but there's also that amazing fight at the train station where they're taking on all of the droids, and Grievous has finally got her cornered, and she uses the Force to tie his cloak to one of the trains, and then it's just so nonchalantly done. It's like boop, and the train just go boom. Oh, I mean, you could only do that in 2D animation, couldn't you? And it works so well. It's such a great scene.
But in that scene, though, you see Palpatine as well, don't you? He sort of like goes, very clever, you know. It's very good.
But I love the way when he comes. He's like he's drinking his coffee. He's like, "How dare you come in my room?" And he's playing it to absolute T, you know. And you think Grievous doesn't really know, does he? Grievous doesn't know who he is. He hasn't been told half the story, and he goes to grab him, and Shaq Force pulls him back. It's great.
I mean, we've covered so many different things. We've almost gone through this like that episode. We're all over the place, but
sorry.
No, it's all of us. Because we haven't spoken really about Anakin's trials
Yeah,
I suppose it is
his
as well. That's
tattoos.
the other thing. His tattoos. He
Yeah,
gets his
yeah, yeah,
tattoos. Kills that big creature. And
yeah.
then it's his destiny then, I guess, to go
Yeah,
in and
because you can get
save
a
the
lovely
rest of them.
30th anniversary figure, as you probably know, Adam, with the tattoos
Hmm.
on him. So
You've got
yeah,
it,
that's
haven't
the
you,
only one.
Martin?
I have,
Martin's got
yeah.
it.
I've got the I've got both of them. There's two you can get, isn't there? I think I've got both of them.
It's a two. Oh,
Fairly
what's the other one? There's one with the 30th anniversary. What's the other one?
Yeah, there's one in the actual Cartoon Network line as well, isn't there?
Yeah, of course, yes, yeah, of course,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
But just before we jump to that, I think it was quite a clever bit of storytelling, because prior to that, you had the Jedi Council meeting, and they were just saying, "Oh, we should forego the trials for our Padawans because we need the Jedi as generals." So they decided that they weren't going to do it. So then you see all of these flashbacks or a montage of Anakin in the war and how he saved all his fellow Jedi masters and did all these amazing things, and and then he gets knighted by the Jedi Council, and then you have then it moves on to, well, they're on Nilvan. Is it Nilvan? I think it's Nilvan.
Neil Van,
Yeah,
No
yeah.
man, no man.
yeah, and they made a big thing of him not doing his trials, but the will of the Force made it so that he still had to do his trials. And that's quite an important thing in Star Wars, the will of the Force. And even in a 2D cartoon, they managed to have a whole part where they were denying that he needed it, but the will of the Force made it so that he did it anyway, and it gave him sort of visions into his future, didn't it? It was really, really cleverly done. I really, really enjoyed that storyline.
It was quite interesting how this still tells such a story whilst everything's going on, because it moves at such a pace, but it doesn't forget to tell that story at the same time.
Yeah,
It's very well done. Which sort of moments then stood out for you most, Keith?
I
Or is
still
it all
love
of it?
yeah. No, I love the Art Trooper versus Grievous start. I think that was a highlight, and I like the well, it was all of it. Actually, I'm going to just list everything now. Probably the battle of the Coruscant battle as well, the air battle as well, and then the land battle. I just thought it was great. And when we I say it again, I said it earlier on, when you zoomed into they did a shot where you zoomed into the space battle. And if you slow it down, it's like loads of, it's about 1,000 dots. And as you zoom in, you see all the ships, separatist ships, the Republic ships, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just too much to take in, And I just think that was a moment for me as well. But I do like the Arc Trooper Grievous battle with the shark gunship. I think that's really my highlight as well.
Yeah. What's your sort of take on Genndy Tartakovsky's style? Because it's very original, isn't it? But there's, he's done so many different things. Is there anything else you tend to watch, or is it just this?
No, I'm not an expert at what he's done. If I'm honest with you, but I think that was absolutely tremendous. And I, as you do, whenever I review any Star Wars figures and I refer to it, I say to everyone, "You've got to watch this," And I think if anyone's sensible enough to pick this up and put it to live action, they'd be onto a massive winner. Just tone it down. Do a series. Do a 10-part series of it. I tell you, you're onto a massive winner, because I reckon people love it.
Yeah, I agree. The Battle of Coruscant would be an amazing little mini series, and you could, they're talking about going back and doing the Clone Wars with Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, aren't they, in flashback form for the next Obi-Wan series, or perhaps even in Ahsoka season 2. So we know they can do it for there. So why not do something like this? Because Samuel L. Jackson would come back in a second. Yoda would be easy enough to achieve. You can get anyone to play the other Jedi, to be quite frank, and all the droids would be CGI. So I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. But yeah.
That reminds me. and that Mace Windu scene where he's driving his Jedi Starfighter and he's kicking ass with the droid droids, and he goes up. There's so many droid fighters, he just gets smashed, and he's falling down with his cloak going.
Yeah.
And that for me, and Mark's gonna say the same. That's how he died, and you thinking, he could survive that, no problem.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking the exact same.
Mace Windu back.
Yeah, when I watched that, actually, I was thinking exact same thing. So, well, he could probably survive then. I'm sure.
Yeah, piece of piss.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be sort of wrapping this up in a minute or two, but I just want to echo what Keith said. This 30 minutes that we're going to be talking about this isn't enough to do this episode justice. And if you're a Star Wars fan or you're just a fan of fun, then this is a great show. And to be quite honest with you, you could probably forget the first 20 episodes of the series and just watch from episode 20, I'd say, to 25. Just because it's that good. It's brilliant. If you're a prequel fan, it's a must.
And how many people do you think out there, guys, know that false choke from Mace Windu at the end of the program, they did it, is why he's coughing in the film? How many people know that? I don't know, but
no.
that is a major linkage.
Definitely, and if it's not kiddie at all, is it, Keith? It's like you said earlier, the brutality. I mean, I'm just thinking quickly back to the scene where the Jedi get the Palpatine back to the bunker, and they think they're alone, and then out of the darkness, Grievous is just there, and he brutally takes them out, doesn't he? I mean, it's not a kiddie way of showing you how to die, is it, by a lightsaber? So I mean, I could talk for hours about this episode. I genuinely could.
But then, we then don't see those Jedi in Revenge of the Sith, do we? So
no, we don't.
That's the thing. It's another thing. It's all about continuity, and it's kind of mad that it's not canon because it all feels like it should be.
The only thing they let us down with is Shakti, wasn't it, really? Because she was tied up in chains at the end of the cartoon, and then suddenly she got, well, did she or what? And that was the only thing let us down a little bit. But apart from that. Anything
else to add? Have we missed anything? Have we covered it all?
We've missed tons of stuff, but we can't talk about it all night. But I mean, I think we're probably best to ask Keith the final question.
Yep. Come on then, Keith. What makes these chapters of the Genndy Clone Wars feel like Star Wars to you?
I think because you can't probably do it in real life. I think it's absolutely amazing what he did, and you probably couldn't create that in real life. But Disney, have a go, please.
Awesome. Well, Keith, thank you once again for coming back and joining us on the channel. Everyone, make sure you go over to Mando number 5 and subscribe to his channel. We will leave the info in the description below. To everyone watching, let us know in the comments if you prefer Genndy's Clone Wars or the Filoni series. We'll be back soon with another guest. Subscribe so you don't miss that. Hit like on this one. I'm off to try and run alongside a lift like General Grievous. We'll see you later.